How are you, my friends? This is another pre-calculus challenging question. We need to verify the identity cosecant of alpha divided by secant of alpha minus cotan of minus alpha divided by 1 over tan of alpha minus tan of minus alpha. We have to show all this left side is equal to 2 cosine squared of alpha. Now, for more pre-calculus challenging questions, you can check this playlist, please. Now, usually we start with the side that's more complicated to make it simple. So let's start here with the left side. Let's start here also with the negative angle formulas. We know cotan of minus x is minus cotan of x. So I can write here cotan of minus alpha will be minus cotan of alpha, and there is a minus, so it becomes plus. Tan of minus x will be minus tan of x. These are odd functions. So this also becomes minus. With this minus becomes plus tan of alpha. I can use also the reciprocal identities because cosecant of alpha will be 1 over sine of alpha, and secant of alpha will be 1 over cosine of alpha. Now I can make things simpler. 1 over sine of alpha divided 1 over cosine of alpha will be cosine of alpha divided by sine of alpha. This is division of two fractions. Plus cotan of alpha, we know it's cosine of the alpha divided by sine of the alpha. Again here, 1 over tan of alpha, that's a reciprocal, will be cotan of alpha. Cotan of alpha will be cosine of alpha divided by sine of alpha, and tan of alpha will be sine of alpha divided by cosine of the alpha. Now let's look at the numerator here. Look at the numerator, the same denominator, so it's easy to add normally. In the denominator, we see sine of alpha, cosine of alpha. In the denominators of the denominator, they are different, so we need least common denominator, LCD. From the last slide, we have seen the left-hand side is equal to this complex fraction. Now in the numerator, it's so easy to add because we have the same denominator. So we can add just cosine of alpha, cosine of alpha. It will be 2 cosine of alpha divided by sine of alpha. Let's call this fraction A over B. Now in the denominator, we have something here. The denominators are different. So we have to use the LCD. This is like x over y plus y over x. To add them, you get the LCD xy, multiply up and down here by x and x, here by y and y. So you will get x squared plus y squared over xy. Remember that from algebra. So here in this simple fraction, we need to multiply cosine of alpha over cosine of alpha. So it becomes cosine of alpha, sine of alpha in the denominator. Here we multiply up and down by sine of alpha, sine of alpha. So what do we get here? Cosine squared of alpha plus sine squared of alpha divided by sine of alpha, cosine of alpha, like x and y. Now we have here also simple fraction c over d. We have this formula here, division of two fractions. We leave the first fraction, we multiply by the reciprocal of the second, which is d over c. So I write 2 cosine of alpha divided by sine of alpha. Here I multiply by the reciprocal, sine of alpha, cosine of alpha, divided by all this, which is 1. We know sine squared of theta, any angle plus cosine squared of the same angle, it's equal always to 1. Let's cancel sine of alpha. Now 2 cosine of alpha times cosine of alpha will be 2 cosine squared of alpha, and this is done. This is what we need in the question. Look at the question. Show that, verify means show that all this is equal to 2 cosine squared of alpha. Now, questions of how to verify trigonometric identities. There are many questions there. You can see the extra pre-calculus solved questions, verify trig identities, or the pre-calculus course lecture number 20. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. Thank you guys for listening.